Welcome to TalkReady English. Listen, practice, and be ready to speak.
We are really glad you are here. Today, we are practicing airport English for check-in, security, and boarding.
This topic is useful because airports can be exciting, but also a little stressful. There are signs, lines, announcements, and people moving everywhere.
I get that. Airport English is easier when you know a few clear phrases before you arrive.
Before we start, I have to ask, do you feel calm at airports?
Mostly, yes, but only because I check everything early. I like to know my terminal, gate, and boarding time before I relax.
That sounds wise. I once walked confidently to the wrong gate and sat there like I had made a life choice.
That is a very real travel moment. Airports can make confident people suddenly unsure.
The worst part was hearing an announcement for a totally different city and thinking, that does not sound right.
I understand. I always check the flight number, not only the city name, because one airport may have several flights to similar places.
That is a helpful habit. Flight number, gate, boarding time. Future me appreciates that.
Yes, today we will practice the main airport moments: checking in, checking bags, going through security, asking for directions, and boarding the plane.
Let's start at the airline counter. I arrive with my passport and suitcase. What can I say?
A simple phrase is, "Hi, I'd like to check in for my flight, please." This means you are ready to start the airport check-in process.
So, check-in here means register for the flight.
Right. The agent may ask, "May I see your passport?" Or, "Can I see your ID?" You can answer, "Sure, here you go."
What if they ask where I am flying?
You can say, "I'm flying to London," or "My final destination is London." Final destination means the last place on your trip.
Good, that sounds clear. Airport questions feel easier when the answers are short.
Yes, short and clear is perfect at the counter.
Now let's talk about bags. This is where I get nervous about weight limits.
That happens. The agent may ask, "Do you have any bags to check?" A checked bag is a bag that goes under the plane.
And a carry-on is the small bag I bring onto the plane, right?
Yes, you can say, "I have one bag to check and one carry-on." That is simple and useful.
What if my bag is too heavy?
You might hear, "Your bag is over the weight limit." You can ask, "How much is the extra fee?" Or, "Can I move some items to my carry-on?"
That second phrase is useful. It gives me a chance to save money and rescue my suitcase.
Exactly. Stay calm and ask what your options are.
After check-in, I get a boarding pass. What should I check on it?
Look for the gate, boarding time, seat number, and flight number. You can ask, "Which gate should I go to?"
Could I also ask, what time does boarding start?
Yes, that is very natural. Boarding is when passengers start getting on the plane.
Now let's move to security. This part always feels like a small test.
It can feel that way, but the language is usually direct. You may hear, "Please put your bag on the belt."
The belt is the moving table for bags, right?
Yes, it moves your bag through the scanner. You may also hear, "Please remove your laptop," or "Please empty your pockets."
What does empty your pockets mean?
It means take everything out of your pockets, like keys, coins, or your phone.
Sometimes I do not understand the instruction the first time. What should I say?
That is totally normal. You can say, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" Or, "Do I need to take this out?"
I like that. I do not need perfect listening. I just need a polite repair phrase.
Exactly. A repair phrase helps fix a small communication problem.
What about liquids? That rule can be confusing.
Rules can change by airport, so ask clearly. You can say, "Are liquids allowed in my carry-on?" Or, "Do I need to take out my liquids?"
Good. Ask the staff instead of guessing and holding up the line.
Yes, and if they give instructions, repeat the important part if needed. "So this goes in the tray?"
Now I am past security and I need to find my gate. What can I ask?
You can ask, "Excuse me, where is gate B12?" Or, "How do I get to gate B12?"
What if the airport is huge?
Then you can ask, "How long does it take to get there?" That helps you know if you need to hurry.
Very important. My airport walking speed changes when I hear 20 minutes.
Travel walking is a special kind of exercise.
What if I cannot find the right line?
Ask, is this the line for flight 620? Or, is this the line for boarding group 3?
Boarding group means the group of passengers who board at the same time.
Right. Some airlines board by group number, seat area, or ticket type. Your boarding pass usually shows the group.
Now let's talk about announcements. They can be fast and hard to hear.
They can. Listen for key words like delayed, boarding, final call, gate change, and canceled.
Final call sounds serious.
It is. Final call means this is one of the last announcements before the gate closes.
That is not the time to buy a sandwich.
Probably not. If you hear gate change, check the screen or ask staff. Has the gate changed?
And if my flight is delayed?
You can ask, do you know the new boarding time? Or, is there a new departure time?
Now we are boarding. What might the gate agent say?
You may hear, we are now boarding group 1. Or, please have your boarding pass and passport ready.
What can I ask if I am unsure?
You can ask, has my group been called yet? Or, am I boarding now? These are clear and polite.
Nice. I do not have to guess and slowly move forward like a confused suitcase.
Right. Asking politely is better than standing in the wrong line for 10 minutes.
Let's do a deeper phrase section now.
Great. First, I'd like to check in for my flight. Use it at the airline counter.
Second, I have one bag to check. Use it when you have checked luggage.
Third, which gate should I go to? Use it when you need your gate information.
Fourth, could you repeat that? Use it when you did not hear or understand.
Fifth, do I need to take this out? Use it at security when you are unsure about an item.
Sixth, how long does it take to get there? Use it when you need to know travel time inside the airport.
Seventh, has the gate changed? Use it when you hear or suspect a gate change.
Eighth, has my group been called yet? Use it when you are not sure if you should board.
Here is a real-life airport example. Hi, I'd like to check in for my flight. I have one bag to check. Which gate should I go to?
That sounds simple and useful. It gets me from the counter to the gate without a dramatic airport story.
That is the goal. Airport English works best when it is calm, short, and clear.
Now it is time for a mini speaking challenge.
Please answer out loud in a full sentence. You can pause after each question.
Question 1. How would you say you want to check in for your flight?
Question 2. How would you say you have one bag to check?
Question 3. How would you ask someone to repeat an instruction?
Question 4. How would you ask if your boarding group has been called?
Nice work. Airport English can feel fast, but these phrases give you a plan.
Let's organize what we learned. At check-in, use I'd like to check in for my flight and I have one bag to check.
At security, use could you repeat that and do I need to take this out?
For directions, use which gate should I go to and how long does it take to get there?
For announcements and changes, listen for delayed, boarding, final call, gate change, and canceled.
And for boarding, use has my group been called yet? Or am I boarding now?
Question of the day. Which airport phrase do you want to use on your next trip?
For example, I want to use I'd like to check in for my flight. Or I want to use could you repeat that?
Write your answer in the comments if you can. Try to make one full sentence with your phrase.
Thank you for practicing with us today. One clear airport phrase at a time, you are getting more ready to speak.
Try one airport phrase out loud before your next trip. Keep practicing, and we will talk with you again next time.